How you doing? Brent Riggins here with Nethead Marketing. I had a question from a client. He asked me how important is SEO and SEM to his online marketing strategy, and I thought I'd shoot a quick video just to talk about the importance of it, and if this is a problem that you have, some tips you can use to improve your SEO and SEM. So the first thing I would do is obviously if you don't have a website, get a website up and running. And once you have your website up and running, you need to focus on your most important pages. So your most important pages are going to be your service pages, your product pages, or whatever sales pages you have. So once you're focusing on those pages, you need to be creating good content for those pages. Content is king when you're dealing with SEO. And so once you have your pages set up, your content is ready, I would focus on your on-page optimization. And with on-page optimization, you're going to be looking at things like probably your biggest thing you're going to be looking at is your site structure. I mean your page structure. I'm sorry. So with your page structure, the reason why it's so important is that's how search bots crawl that page and determine what that page is in fact about. So certain things like your headers, keywords, links, anything that's on that page, that's information to those bots need to be optimized so that those bots in fact know what it is that you're talking about. So on-page optimization is probably super important. And another thing to remember with on-page optimization is there's this dance between user experience and crawl bots. So a lot of marketers, what they'll do is either they'll focus solely on, making sure that Google understands what's going on and they neglect the user experience, or they either focus too much on the user experience and crawl bots don't know what's going on with the web page. So there is a delicate dance between the two, and that needs to be mastered so that you have good user experience, but yet crawl bots still know what's going on with the content on your page. And so once you have good on-page optimization, then it's time to move on to your off-page optimization. And with off-page optimization, that's things like your social signals, backlinks, making sure that your web presence is known on the internet. So working with other blog sites or working with PR sites or working with other sites that are in your niche that are not direct competitors, but they touch on the same subject. You can, shoot them a quick email asking can they drop your link on your on their site for you, and just to make sure that their customers or their audience knows that you're on the internet too as well. So with after your off page optimization, then you need to be focusing on your site structure, your all encompassing site structure. So things like your schema.org, meta tags, meta descriptions, Google tags, pixels, just about anything that sends off a signal from your site needs to be optimized. And the reason for that being is because you can measure those things, measure what your website is doing, measure the visitors, measure, changes you've made. Are they working? Are they not working? So that you can come back and, improve your strategy. And with SEM, the main difference between SEM is that SEM is paid. So with SEM, you get information and data and visitors quicker than what you would with SEO. And this may be more attractive, at first. But the thing with SEM, once you stop implementing these practices or once you run out of money, the visitors stop. They stop coming. So that's why you need to have both strategies in place so that it's all encompassing and they both feed off each other. Because what I've seen is when I do SEM, people are ad blind. Like people don't like to click on ads. People ignore ads and they refuse to click on them. So what'll happen is, let's say you're running an ad for, let's say, whatever service you might be selling, and that ad will be in the first spot of Google. So with it being in the first spot of Google, somebody who comes on and who's ad blind, they're going to scroll straight past it. And if your SEO is done properly, you'll still be ranking on that first page. So now they see, oh, okay, well, he has an ad and he's on the front page. He must be an authority within, you know, what I'm looking for. And so they'll click on your site. Or what'll happen is they'll see your ad, see the name in your ad, and they'll Google your website after seeing your ad because they just want to know, why am I seeing this ad? So they'll Google you, and then once they Google you or Bing you or whatever it may be, then your SEO improves from that too as well. So it's important to have both strategies in place. I don't see any other way, moving forward in 2019. I understand. I read something the other day that 82% of all realtors, retailers, still don't have a SEO practice, or an SEO strategy in place. So right now we're in an age where, if you're internet savvy just a little bit, this is something you can take advantage of. You can draw in more customers, build your brand, build your service, build your product, wherever it may be, and just take advantage of the internet.